Howdy folks, it's me, Manic Mark, coming to you on a beautiful, I don't know if you can call it fall day yet, but getting pretty close. I guess maybe the leaves need to start changing before you can call it fall. And I brought up two loads of firewood to get ready for the winter. I know today it's in the mid-80s, but I think tomorrow it's supposed to drop down into the high 70s, and I want to be ready. So I brought up the firewood, and I burn everything except for pine. I won't burn pine, but I've had silver maple in the yard, and I won't haul silver maple from any place outside of my own property, but I've had it in the yard. Well, if people need it cleaned up, I'll just haul it away. But if you let it sit more than like 3 months, like this has sat, most of this is silver maple. People that burn wood are just laughing at me now. Oh well. After it sits for a year, it's got the consistency of wadded up crepe paper, so it burns, but it just burns really fast. So I got some of that in there. Hoover's feeling happy now. He's went through a couple weeks of steroid treatments, and he gets these allergies, which is pugs get. Breeders aren't supposed to sell pugs that they know are going to have a chance of getting allergies, but if he has like a couple weeks in the spring and in the fall of prednisone, he feels pretty good. His little legs, he just chews himself to pieces. He's miserable. So that's in the news. What else is in the news? The other thing that's in the news is these shoes right here. Right, these shoes. They're not steel-toed shoes. They're just nice ankle high or 6-inch high. Because I have weird feet, not like super weird, like freak sideshow weird, but they aren't both the same. So it's really hard for me to find shoes that fit, right? So I got to have shoes that have big box. So whenever I get dressed up, I'm always like, you can't wear those. They're not dress-up shoes. They look like work boots. Well, they're the only boots that are comfortable, so that's what I wear whenever I go to someplace dress-up. So I bought 3 pairs. The first pair were LL Beans. They came from the Sportsman's Guide, right? But of course they're closeout, so they weren't marked by the manufacturer's name. So I got them, and oh man, they fit great. So I ordered another pair, and another pair, 3 pairs, because when I find a pair of shoes that fit, I want more of them right then because it's so hard to find a pair of shoes. Okay, so but the second pair was a little bit different. Like they were made by somebody, and this third pair is made by Chippewa. They're a brand name. The soles are different. So I had to go to this dress-up thing, right? And I put these shoes on, and I'm walking down the hallway, and I hear this flap, but I'm not walking on the same level anymore. My feet aren't that bad. I think one leg's maybe slightly shorter than the other, but it's not that bad. But the heel falls off. The heel falls off the shoe. There's just like hardly, it's not nailed on and there's no glue. Well, I've had them for a long time. I can't send them back. So I ran out and got some glue. The other thing I was thinking about are all these on TV, okay? All these shows where people go and look for ghosts. I mean, there's a million of them. I mean, there's more and more all the time. I mean, one show like the Ghost Hunters that gets some ratings, and now there's a million of them, okay? And they each come up with like psychiatric or paranormal kids, I don't know. And then there's this one young man is all bulked up, and they run around and they overreact to everything, I think. Anyway, I don't know if you find, and I'm not saying there's like stuff that nobody knows about, but it's like they run around with all these tools and gizmos and stuff like that. Like, and they talk like this is whatever reaction this device gets is because of spirits, or I think you have a friendly ghost. Well, yeah, these people have no idea what they're dealing with at all, if they're dealing with anything. So, but anyway, that's beside the point. I'm just figuring. I had this thought that this trend's just carried away, and there's a way to stop it. And that is we start burning folks at the stake again. That's right. This paranormal stuff, back at the old days in Salem, people that that vocalized these thoughts, they were just burned at the stake. So, you know, you get somebody that says, you know, listen to this EDP, and all you hear is like, and they say it means something. Well, you can't understand a word of it. What are you going to do? Burn them at the stake. You know, you hold their feet to the fire. In other words, you know, they got, and some of it, I know, you know, some of these things I can actually hear and kind of understand, but 90% of them I have no idea. I'm just sitting there like looking at the wife, like, what? She says, oh yeah, that's exactly what they said. I said, all I hear is like, I have no idea. Well, maybe I'm getting closer to the time when I'm going to be speaking from the other side, and some guy like me is going to be sitting there who can't hear anymore is going to say the same thing. I don't know. And they say, oh, they see these little spots and stuff in video, and like that's supposed to be a person. That's a person from the Civil War. Look, no, it's a spot on the video. I mean, maybe I need a 3D television set that's like 52 inches wide to see. So that's about it. Oh, I'm just not making that many videos, and but I got a few lined up, and I got some songs. It's been so nice. I just sat on the back porch and played the guitar. You know, recorded a couple of songs. I got a few songs I wrote a long time ago, and I'm still trying to work through them. So some are redos, and some are just new, and I'll probably post them. It's just he's so happy now that he doesn't have the itchies. He's just so happy. Look at him. He's just like a limp rag. Like, yeah. Well, thanks, folks, and I hope you're no more afraid now than when you click the clicky thing. Hey, can we go in and process this video? Is it okay?